Welcome to our pilgrimage on the feast day of St. Maximilian Kolbe, a wonderful saint. Some people are very familiar with him. Other people don't know very much about him. We'll spend a few minutes talking about him and his life, and then we'll have a little discussion. All right.
And so now we are looking at the map and the country where this important saint comes from. In the late 1800s, it was the Kingdom of Poland, which was also part of the Russian Empire.
This is the beautiful little town where he was born in Poland, Zedunska Wola.
This was in the late 1800s.
And this is the man who gave his life at the Auschwitz prison camp for another prisoner. And that's why when Pope John Paul II canonized him, he called him a martyr to charity. And when we think of what formed this man, when he was born in 1894, and in 1906, when he was 12 years old, he, a very devout young Catholic boy, had a vision of the Virgin Mary. He later described this incident. That night, I asked the Mother of God what was to become of me. And of course, that's the time in life when almost every young person starts to think, what am I going to do? Become a teacher, go into the circus, become a priest, become a father, become a mother, become a baseball player. And he was thinking, what was the very highest thing that he might do? And then she came to me holding two crowns, one white, the other red. So he's having this vision, and he hears her ask him if he was willing to accept either of these two crowns. The white one meant that I should persevere in purity, and the red one that I should become a martyr. I said I would accept them both. And
It's quite remarkable.
We have this 12-year-old boy accepting the entire meaning and weight and dignity of his life as a human being, both not to waste his life in riotous living, and to be ready to lay down his life for his faith, for the church, and really what Jesus said, no greater love hath this than a man who may lay down his life for his friend. And what Maximilian Kolbe did was to lay his life down for someone who wasn't really his friend, someone who was just a poor, frightened man that Maximilian Kolbe felt sorry for, who was going to die, and Maximilian Kolbe offered his life to die in the man's place. We'll get to that. This is an image of that vision. The vision of Our Lady holding two crowns in her hand. We have Maximilian here a little older than 12 years old, but the vision sort of informed his entire life. He kept these two characteristics of making his life a devotion to God and to what is right and good, to purity, and on the second hand, to be prepared for martyrdom. That's the red crown that she's handing to him. Deb, are there two crowns there?
Yes.
Yeah, so we don't really see that it's
More of a crown of thorns for the martyrdom.
okay. So the other one is up there in the air.
That's correct.
So that's the white crown. And then the red crown of thorns, the suffering of martyrdom. And the golden with the white cross, the purity of life, the dedication of his whole life. He's barefoot. He's wearing the Franciscan robe. He became a Franciscan. And there's a serenity and a reasonableness and a commitment in his face. He's not frightened and he's not timid. He's fully a man. And Maximilian Kolbe is a model for all of us of how to face the great challenges of life.
Hi, are you ready to get back together with people and talk about our faith? Think about joining us on an Inside the Vatican pilgrimage. Go to InsideTheVaticanPilgrimages.com and see all our latest pilgrimages. Come join us on pilgrimage.